I was like 5 or 6 years old. We was on my block on 116th between 7th and 8th. It was me, Gdott, Gary, Kaz, Eric, and LJ. LJ from my building. But we was playing football on the sidewalk. So a U-Haul truck had pulled up and we see a family of five unloading their stuff. So as they finished putting everything in the building, it was a guy with them that was around our age. He come across the street, asked, "Can you play football?" So we like, "Yo, who are you? You can't play football unless you fight one of us." So he like, "Yo, my name Rashad. I just moved over here." So I'm like, "Yo, you can't play unless you fight me." So he went across the street and got his pops, and he came back across the street. So when he come across the street, his pops like, "Yo, who want to fight my son?" So I'm like, "Yo, he said he got next. He got to fight to play football." So we start throwing their hands. It was a good fight, but I think he had got the best of me. He was like 2 years older than me. We had a good fight, but once we started wrestling and shit, niggas broke it up. And nigga, he was on the block. And we started playing football after that. So Rashad and Gdott, they live directly across the street from me. They live next to each other and their buildings is connected. From Rashad apartment, we could go out his window and go to Gdott apartment. They lived on the second floor, but it was like a level on there that you could walk on and you could go back and forth from their apartment through their window. So Rashad Pops, his pop's name was Tone. He had three sisters, Farah, Tika, and Medea. So Tone, we used to always watch wrestling in his crib. He used to always order the wrestling matches in his crib on pay-per-view. So while we up there, we'd be going back and forth from G-Dot crib to Rashad crib. In G-Dot crib, G-Dot had a little brother named Kev. Kev was probably like 2 years younger than me. And he had a little sister named Kelly. And he had a little brother named Sabu. And his mom's name was Miss Darlene. G-Dot family, they own all the buildings on that side of the street. On that side of the street where they live, his family had something to do with all them buildings. So anybody from the hood, if y'all from the hood, y'all know what I'm talking about. We used to play basketball on a crate. We'd get a milk crate, we'd cut the bottom out with a knife. We'd heat the knife up till it turned orange or till it's hot enough to cut through the plastic, and we'd tie the crate on the gate. And we'll play ball on the sidewalk on the crate. We'll play either 2-on-2 or 3-on-3, so it'd be enough space on the sidewalk for us to play. So it was a dude named Angel. He had came from Jamaica. He had a record shop, and then it turned into a Jamaican restaurant on my block. But his family had moved over there too. He had a female cousin that used to play basketball. So we playing ball on his crate. We playing 3-on-3. My son Kaz is guarding her. Yo, she dunked the ball on Kaz on a crate. So this crate was legendary. But after this day, everybody went home. It's me, G-Dot, and Rashad left. We on the block, we bored. So niggas like, yo, let's walk around the corner and break car windows. We had rocks and we had spark plugs. So we walk around the corner on 117th between St. Nick and 8th. And we just walking up down the block, breaking the back of car windows with the spark plug and rocks. So as we get up to 17th towards 8th, is an antique car parked on the block. Rashad threw a spark plug through the back window. So we keep it moving. We break a couple more windows. So when we get to 8th, we hear somebody screaming and we look, it's somebody running out the building and he looked like he chasing us. So we all take off. So mind you, when you get to 16th and 8th, it's a corner store and there's a train station down there. So I ran in the corner store and it's two entrances. I tried to run out the other entrance. The nigga came around and grabbed me. So mind you, we all had ran in the store. So there's no way for us to get out. So we all got caught. So he take us to our parents' house. So we's on my side of the block. So he walk us to my building first. So when we get to my crib, he tell them that somebody just broke the car window and it was his father's car. So he trying to get somebody to pay for the glass. So while we in front of my grandmother, Rashad and G-Dot tell my grandmother that Rashad was the one that broke the car window. So the dude take them across the street. I go in the house. So when they across the street, they wound up telling their parents that I'm the one that did it. So Gdott moms tell him he gotta stay away from me and we can't chill together no more. Rashad pops tell him the same thing. So 2 days later, we was outside on the block. We playing ball again on a crate. So it's a 3-on-3 going on. Me, Gdott, and Kaz got next. Gdott is sitting on the roof of the car. I'm to the right of him, and Kaz is to the right of me by the trunk. So we watching the game. We waiting for the game to be over with. Now Gdott moms, she had a brother named Ricky. We used to call him Uncle Ricky. He used to be fixing shit. He used to put beds, whatever you could think about, this nigga used to fix and make. So as Gdott sitting on the roof of the car and we waiting for the next game, we look, we see Uncle Ricky running across the street. When he get on the sidewalk, he slapped the shit out of Gdott off the roof of the car. And he said, didn't your mother tell you to stay away from him? So when he slapped Gdott off the car, he grabbed him by his shirt and walked him across the street. So, yo, we on the sidewalk and we dying. But I'm telling them, like, yo, how his moms expect him to stay away from us. We all from the same block. We all be together. He lived directly across from me. Everything we did on the block, no homo, we all did together. So another day, we all in Gary building. We in 231. So niggas used to be gassing each other to fight. When we was on that block, that's one thing growing up, we all had to fight. I had a fight with all my friends growing up. And keep in mind, these niggas is all older than me. I was the youngest one on my block chilling with these niggas. So my son Randy, he live in Gdott building. He had a cousin named Torian that used to come to our hood for the summer and stay with Randy. So like I said, we in Gary building is me, Gary, Gdott, Torian, Eric from my building. This my neighbor. We live on the same floor in 235. And Rashad and Kaz. We all in the building. Niggas is drinking iced tea. So you know the Chinese iced tea you get from the Chinese spot with the lemon in it? Now mind you, Torian is picking on Eric. Torian just fucking with Eric for no reason. So Eric ain't doing nothing. He just sitting on the stairs. It's like a little 4 staircase in Gary building before you go up the stairs to the next level. So Eric sitting on the stairs. Torian take the lemon out the iced tea, put it on Eric's eye, and punch him in the eye. So we all laughing that this nigga just put a on his eye and punched him. So Gdott take the lemon out of his iced tea, and I'm sitting on the stairs, and he walking towards me like he about to try the same thing. So I stand up. So mind you, Gdott is a little taller than me. So when I stand up on the stairs, I'm like his height or a little bit taller than him. So Gdott, he grabbed me. We start wrestling. Mind you, I'm still on the stairs. He on the level floor. So as we wrestling, I got him in a headlock. I got my arm around his neck, no homo, and his head is behind me. So I just dropped all my weight down and I DDT'd him on the floor. So Gary and Torian, they break it up. So mind you, we in a long, narrow hallway. If you spread both of your arms out, you could touch both of the walls. So after they break it up, we start throwing their hands. So I back up. I'm closer to the door. He closer to the stairs with his back to the stairs. So he throwing his hands, and I'm mad, and I'm acting like I'm about to charge him. So when I start running towards him, he starts spinning like a propeller. But he got his hands balled in a fist, and he just starts spinning like a tornado or a propeller. Yo, I'm running towards him. I run right into a punch. The nigga hit me so hard, I hit the wall and I slide down. So I get back up. I try to charge him again. He's still doing the same thing. He's spinning like a propeller again when he see me running towards him. Yo, I ran into another punch. I hit the wall. I slid down. In my head, I'm like, yo, I ain't trying to get hit no more. The fight was over. So I got up. I'm like, it's over. I wasn't trying to get hit no more. So all the fights we had, me and Gdott, he used to always get the best of me. Mind you, Gdott probably like 3 or 4 years older than me. And that nigga was mad strong all his life. We used to be kids. This nigga had veins popping out his arms and shit. So Gdott had a little brother named Kev. Now, Kev is 2 years younger than me. So Kev thought since Gdott used to always get the best of me, that he could fuck with me. So me and Kev used to be fighting, and I used to get the best of him. But one day we in a building, me and him fighting, but we playing. We throwing the hands, we slap boxing. He getting the best of me, I'm slapping him. So we start wrestling. The nigga picked me up and slammed me. So niggas is hype because he used one of my moves that I did on him. So I'm like, nah, we got to go outside. So we go outside in front of the building. We start throwing the hands again. Now I catch him with the same shit he just catch me with. I pick him up and I slam him, but it was like a basement open on the side of his building. Niggas almost fell in the basement, but niggas broke it up. That wasn't no real fight. We was slap boxing and it turned into wrestling. But Kev used to always think he could fuck with me because Gdott used to be getting the best of me when we used to be fighting. Yo, we had a church on my block. It was right above the supermarket on 116th between 7th and 8th. So every year, the church used to throw a bus ride to Six Flags. So my whole block used to go. So it was mad of us. I don't know how many. We were so deep, I can't even count everybody. But Six Flags had a pool, and you could slide in the pool. The pool was 10 feet. So out of everybody that was there, me and Rashad was the youngest ones, and we was the shortest ones. Now, I knew how to swim, but I wasn't getting in no 10 feet water. So Rashad, he asked me, like, yo, you ain't doing it? I'm like, nah, I'm not sliding in the pool. That shit 10 feet. I know how to swim, but I'm not getting in no 10 feet water. So mind you, everybody else is older than us. My uncle is 6 years older than us, and everybody else around his age and in between. The youngest ones after me is Rashad, and 3 years is Gdott. So Rashad like, I'm stomping with the big dogs. So they all get on the line, they get on the slide. So as they going one by one, Rashad turn come. He get in the water, you see him swimming, then he go under the water. He come back up, he said, help me please. So the lifeguards dived in there, and they all pulled them out the water. When he come out, this nigga had snot, all type of shit coming out his nose. So we all laughing. I'm like, yeah, you want to be stomping with the big dogs? You got in that water. You talking about help me, please. So the whole bus ride back to the town, niggas kept saying, help me, please. I told you Rashad had a little sister named Medea. So me and Medea, we used to be talking. But every time she used to get mad, she used to always go and get Rashad. So me and Rashad had a couple fights over her. We had some good fights. So we was from the block, and niggas wasn't really trying to hurt each other. So nobody never blacked each other's eyes. But me and him had some good fights. That nigga was a strong nigga too, and he knew how to wrestle. So we used to have some good fights. And every time I used to fight one of them niggas, all the shit they used to do to me, or I used to see them doing, I used to pick up what they used to do, and I used to just do that shit on niggas my age or when I had a next fight. So Rashad Pops used to always be at work. Remember I told you him and Gdott lived on the 2nd floor. So we used to run back and forth from their apartments. So one day, we all in Rashad crib, niggas is filling up water balloons, and we throwing water balloons out the window, or we filling up buckets of water, and we throwing the bucket of water out the window on whoever walking by. So mind you, we on the 2nd level. You could look right up and see in his apartment. So people used to be walking by. We used to be slapping them with water balloons, or we'd throw the whole bucket of water on them. So they used to look up, and we ain't never had time to close the window because we trying to make sure it land on them. So by the time it land, we just got enough time to move out their view. But the window used to be open, and the curtains used to be flapping, so they always knew what apartment it was. So they used to start reporting it that people throwing water out the window from this apartment. We used to like doing it from his apartment because it was right there, and it was more accurate that we was going to hit our target. So once they start reporting it, we start going to the roof and throwing the water and the balloons from the roof. But while we was on the roof, our aim wasn't that accurate. Only time we used to really hit the target if we throw the whole bucket of water off the roof. But it was easier for us because we could run down either building, go to Gdott crib or go to Rashad crib, and they don't know where it came from because we on the roof, and we just go to any one of their cribs And we would look out the apartment window to know if the coast was clear for us to come out the building. So these two brothers y'all see right here in the picture with me, these my brothers from the sandbox. We used to go to the Chinese restaurant with food stamps. We used to share chicken sandwiches when them shits was $1.50. We all spent the night at each other's cribs. We all ate at each other's cribs. We was still kids. We was young. It wasn't nothing to do, and we just found something to do. Like I said, this is all educational purposes. I'm telling my story for somebody to hear it, and hopefully they could learn through it, and they don't take the path that I took.